Have you ever wondered why you keep falling for the same type of person, even when you know it's not good for you? Or why certain relationship dynamics feel so familiar, almost like you've been there before? You might tell yourself, I just have bad taste, or I'm just unlucky in love. But what if I told you it's not about luck or bad taste? What if the blueprint for your love life was actually drafted long before you ever went on your first date? Today, we're going to explore the profound and often invisible ways our childhood experiences shape, who we're attracted to, and how we behave in our adult relationships. This isn't about blaming your parents or dwelling on the past. It's about understanding the why behind your patterns, so you can finally break free and build the healthy, loving relationships you truly deserve. Let's start with a foundational concept, attachment theory. In our earliest years, we form an attachment bond with our primary caregivers. When our caregivers are consistently available, responsive, and attuned to our needs, when they comfort us when we cry, celebrate with us when we're happy, and make us feel safe, we develop what's called a secure attachment. We learn that relationships are a safe harbor and that we are worthy of love and care. But what happens when that's not the case? What if a caregiver was emotionally distant, inconsistent, or even frightening? If a parent was unpredictable, sometimes warm, sometimes cold, a child might develop an anxious attachment. As an adult, this person might constantly crave reassurance, fear abandonment, and feel that they have to earn love. They might be drawn to partners who are emotionally unavailable because that push and pull dynamic feels strangely familiar, like the love they've always known. On the other hand, if a caregiver was consistently neglectful or dismissive of a child's emotions, that child might develop an avoidant attachment. They learn early on that relying on others leads to disappointment, so they become fiercely independent. As adults, they might feel suffocated by intimacy and unconsciously push partners away when things get too close. They are often attracted to very needy partners because it reinforces their belief that relationships are demanding and that they need to maintain their distance to feel safe. These aren't just theories, they're survival strategies. A child whose emotional needs are ignored learns to suppress them. A child with a chaotic parent learns to be hypervigilant, always scanning for the next emotional shift. These patterns were adaptive. They helped us survive our childhood environment. The problem is, we carry these outdated survival manuals into our adult relationships, where they no longer serve us. This brings us to the powerful phenomenon of reenactment. Our brains are wired to seek out what is familiar, even if that familiarity is painful. It's a concept called repetition compulsion. Subconsciously, we are often drawn to partners and situations that mirror the unresolved emotional dynamics of our childhood. It's as if a part of us is trying to go back and fix the original wound. For example, if you had a critical parent whose approval you could never quite win, you might find yourself inexplicably drawn to partners who are critical and hard to please. Your subconscious isn't seeking pain for its own sake. It's trying to finally win that old battle. It's thinking, this time I'll get it right. Similarly, if you grew up in a home where love was intertwined with chaos or drama, what we might call trauma bonding, a calm, stable, and predictable relationship might feel boring or even unsettling. Your nervous system is calibrated for high-intensity ups and downs. The passion, the conflict, the making up. That feels like love to you, because that's what was modeled. A secure, kind person might not even register on your radar as a potential partner, because the absence of chaos feels like an absence of passion. Beyond attachment and reenactment, our childhood also teaches us about emotional safety and our own worth. If your feelings were consistently dismissed or invalidated, if you were told you're too sensitive, or stop crying, you learn that your emotions are a burden. In adulthood, you might struggle to express your needs, apologize for having feelings, or tolerate partners who dismiss you because it feels normal. If your needs for affection, validation, or support went consistently unmet, you might have developed a core belief that you don't deserve to have your needs met. You might become a chronic overgiver in relationships, focusing entirely on your partner's needs while ignoring your own, hoping that if you give enough, you'll eventually receive something in return. Hearing all this can feel heavy, I know. Tea might even feel discouraging. But this is actually where the hope begins. Because once you can see the pattern, you have the power to change it. Understanding is the first step to liberation. These patterns are not your destiny. They are learned, which means they can be unlearned. So how do we break the cycle? The journey starts with awareness and self-compassion. The next time you feel that intense magnetic pull towards someone, pause, get curious. Instead of just diving in, ask yourself, what does this person feel like to me? Does this feeling remind me of anything or anyone from my past? Is it the excitement of unpredictability, the challenge of winning someone over? Recognize that this intense chemistry might not be a sign of true love, but a signal from your past. It could be your trauma, not your heart, doing the talking. The goal is to learn to differentiate between what feels familiar and what is actually healthy. A healthy connection might feel slower, calmer, and maybe even a little boring at first if you're used to chaos. It's built on consistency, respect, and mutual care. This requires recalibrating your emotional compass. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by re-parenting yourself. This means learning to give yourself the things you didn't receive in childhood. Practice validating your own feelings. When you're sad or angry, instead of telling yourself to get over it, say, "It's okay to feel this way. My feelings are valid." Learn to set boundaries. Practice saying no. This teaches your nervous system that you are worthy of protection and respect, and you'll naturally start gravitating toward people who treat you that way. Therapy can be an incredible resource on this journey. A good therapist can provide a safe relationship where you can explore these old wounds, understand your attachment style, and practice new ways of relating. Modalities like eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, somatic experiencing, and internal family systems, IFS, can be particularly effective for healing developmental trauma stored in the body and mind. But even without therapy, you can start today. Begin a journaling practice. Write down your relationship history and look for the patterns. Read books on attachment theory and childhood trauma. My personal favorites are Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller, and The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. These resources can be life-changing, and importantly, cultivate secure relationships in all areas of your life, with friends, mentors, or support groups. Surrounding yourself with people who make you feel seen, heard, and safe helps to create a new blueprint for what a healthy connection feels like. It provides a corrective emotional experience. This work is not a quick fix. It's a journey of unlearning and relearning. There will be moments when you slip back into old patterns, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. You are healing from deep, early wounds. You are essentially rewiring your brain for love. Remember, the part of you that was drawn to unhealthy dynamics was a child trying to survive. Thank that part for protecting you. And then, as the wise and capable adult you are today, you can gently let it know that you're safe now, and you can choose differently. You can choose peace over chaos. You can choose respect over neglect. You can choose a love that nurtures you, not one that forces you to prove your worth. You are inherently worthy of that love, just by being you. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I know these topics can be challenging, but they are so crucial for our well-being. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our future discussions. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's one pattern you're ready to break? Let's support each other. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.